So yeah, she's interviewed in the Hollywood Reporter for this. The Hollywood Reporter's article for this. It's like write a book and people will interview you. Like they don't know what they're talking about. They're asking you, they assume you've done your research. They assume you're an expert. Like CTV article. Like even though she's phrased herself in a way where she can absolve herself of any responsibility of these claims, devotees of Tezuka are less sanguine about the similarities which are abundant, right? She's claiming that there are abundant similarities, but that they are recognized by devotees of Tezuka, not herself. And she's just parroting other people are saying. And in these articles that are like quoting her or interviewing her, they're like, she goes on to describe the so-called Kimba versus Simba debate, calling the similarities abundant. Like those are her words, right? With one of her major points being a comparison of the characters. They're calling them her points. But even these points she's making, even the ones that are not from the devotees of Tezuka, they're just lifted from Fred Patton's book. Why is she interviewed anywhere? Maybe Fred Patton was dead by the time that they wrote this article, but like she hasn't watched any of these properties very clearly. Very fucking clearly, she hasn't watched through all of Kimba. She's just parroting what other people have wrote. Why are you being interviewed? It's so annoying. Oh, shit. She did a TED Talk. There's a TED Talk linked here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Today, I want to talk to you about another campaign that I think that we need. And this is a campaign to promote not only the value of free, but also the value of fair, share, and care. Now, in order for me to tell you why we need this campaign, I want to tell you 3 stories to convince you. And the first is the story of Solomon Linda, the man pictured on the left here. In the 1930s, Solomon Linda was the composer and lead singer of a musical group in South Africa called the Original Evening Birds. While he was living in a squalid Johannesburg hostel in 1939, Mr. Linda composed a haunting melody that recalled his childhood experiences growing up in the South African hinterlands, where he would spend his nights protecting cattle from lions in the jungle. The Original Evening Birds recorded the song, and it was called Mbube, which means lion in Zulu. The song went on to become Africa's first pop hit. Let's see if you can recognize it. Sound familiar? As you can expect, the song's fame began in Africa, but it did not end there. The record crossed the Atlantic and was reborn, first as Weemaway, and later as The Lion Sleeps Tonight. In fact, Linda's record would be recorded more than 170 times throughout most of the 20th century by numerous bands until it eventually found its way into Disney's immensely popular and profitable Lion King. What's been called the most famous melody ever to come out of Africa contributed to the wealth of many, especially the wealth of Americans, but not to its composer, Solomon Linda. He died at the age of 53 of a curable kidney disease with less than $25 in his pocket.
Shit.
When the story of Solomon Linda came to light later, Disney eventually settled for an undisclosed amount with Linda's children, who are pictured here. But that settlement, too, came too late for Linda's daughter Adelaide.
Why would Disney have to settle when they didn't... The Lion Sleeps Tonight was created before the tokens. The Lion Sleeps Tonight. This was created in 1960. Why would Disney have to settle? This was created in the... Why? What? What?
Composer Solomon Linda. He died at the age of 53 of a curable kidney disease with less
Like, I'm not accusing her of making up shit, even though I completely doubt her legitimacy after reading her book, but I'm just curious why Disney is responsible for paying royalties for that song when they covered this track from the 60s that supposedly appropriated the original African track, right? Which I'm not doubting, but the Lion King, they probably, I'm assuming the Lion King paid royalties to the 60s track. Why is the 60s track not responsible for...
in his pocket.
That's really weird.
When the story of Solomon Linda came to light later, Disney eventually settled for an undisclosed amount with Linda.
Why would Disney have to settle? Why would Disney have to settle?
Later, Disney eventually settled for an undisclosed amount with Linda's children, who are pictured here. But that settlement, too, came too late for Linda's daughter Adelaide, who had died as recently.
An important thing to understand about settlements is that they are out of court. Settlements mean that a lawsuit didn't happen, or that a lawsuit was threatened and a settlement was made in order to avoid a lawsuit. A settlement does not imply guilt. So if Disney wanted to take them to court over this, they'd probably win because like they didn't even. So like a settlement does not imply guilt.
When Linda came to light later, Disney eventually settled for an undisclosed amount with Linda's children, who are pictured here. But that settlement, too, came too late for Linda's daughter Adelaide, who had died as recently as 2001 because she could not afford the antiretroviral medications that she needed to treat her AIDS illness. Another of Linda's daughters had died of malnutrition as a baby.
Yeah.
Now,
and I'm not saying that they clearly don't deserve royalties to the song. Just you'd think that it would be from the 60s song, not from the Disney incorporation, though. Like, maybe I'm just very confused on this. Like, I'm not trying to imply that I know whose responsibility it would be, but that's just really, that seems bizarre to me.
For 3 reasons. The first is that The Lion Sleeps Tonight illustrates well the value of free culture. Linda was able to freely mix the syncopation and styles of American jazz music of his time with the South African traditions to create a song that truly is timeless and globally compelling. But at the same time, his story also dramatically illustrates that free culture is not always a fair culture. In the real world, cultural exchanges often take place against sharp differences in power and knowledge. Third, the story also illustrates the relationship between intellectual property and other freedoms. In Linda's case, the failure to recognize him as the author of this song and to fairly remunerate him for his contribution to our global culture, in turn, left him without the money that he needed, first to pay for medicines to save his own life, and later to pay for the medicines that would have saved
him. Yeah, if that man being responsible for writing the melody and chord progression and overall feel of the song, 100% they deserve royalties for that. I'm confused at the part of like Disney settling for that, because that just seems like Disney being nice, honestly. That just seems like Disney being like, okay, yeah, here you go, like we feel bad for you, holy shit, right? Like I don't understand why they would have to pay royalties if they were just literally covering a song from the 60s that, like if up until that point the 60s song didn't get sued for it. I'm just really confused about that. I thought it was popular before The Lion King.
This is a tragic story, but it's an old one. Apartheid is no longer. So to that, I want to share with you a more recent story. This one also happens to involve The Lion King. When it premiered
Here we go!
in 1994, The Lion King was billed as Disney's first original animated feature film. And that's in comparison to other works like The Jungle Book or The Little Mermaid, which were based on pre-existing works. But it turned out that this was not, in fact, quite the truth. In fact, there are striking similarities between The Lion King and an earlier animated work called Kimba the White Lion, created by the master Japanese animator Osamu Tezuka. Some of you might know Tezuka as the creator of Astro Boy. To begin with, the plots of the stories are the same. An African emperor lion dies early, leaving a cub. The son doubts his ability.
Okay, hold on.
Called Kimba the White Lion, created by the master Japanese animator Osamu Tezuka. Some of you might know Tezuka as the creator of Astro Boy. To begin with, the plots of the stories are the same. An African emperor lion dies early, leaving a cub.
This is embarrassing. This is sad. Sorry. I'm just like... You haven't watched all of Kimba, clearly! Clearly you haven't watched it. What are you talking about?
The son doubts his ability and responsibilities to lead...
If she says the moon thing here, I'm gonna be so happy.
...animal kingdom, but he eventually returns from exile and overthrows the evil lion who has usurped power in his absence. Now, if this is all that the Lion King took, there would be no problem. It would be just fine. Because under American copyright law, basic plot ideas are not protectable. Only the specific original expression of those ideas is protectable. But here, too, the Lion King falters. The names, of course, of the leading lion cubs are the same, Simba and Kimba.
Oh, no! It's in your TED Talk!
The lion in Kimba the White Lion is named Claw and is blind in one eye. The evil lion in The Lion King, as you know, is Scar, and he has a scar in one eye. But even more compelling is that every animal character in Kimba the White Lion has an analog in The Lion King.
You haven't seen them!
Boone in both works serves as the wise sage. The henchmen for the evil lion are hyenas, and the Lion King's advisor is a parrot.
It's not an advisor! You're lying! Like, okay, hold on. Zazu's not a parrot, is he? There's like that's like a different bird. First of all. That's not a parrot. Right? Isn't that like a completely different bird? That's a toucan or some shit. What is he? Yeah. He's not a... And he's a hornbill. That's what it is. A hornbill. He's not... Oh no. Oh no, this is your TED Talk. This is your TED
Lion
Talk.
King.
This is worse.
The baboon in both works serves as the wise sage. The henchman for the evil lion are hyenas.
And he wasn't like, oh my God. Oh my, Polly was not an advisor.
And the Lion King's advisor is a parrot.
Oh!
And there are numerous instances of nearly
Hold on.
the Lion King. So a baboon in both works serves as the wise sage. The henchman for the evil lion are hyenas, and the Lion King's advisor is a parrot. And there are numerous instances of nearly identical cinematic and artistic expression.
The cliff! The cliff shit!
In the films. Even to the point where both Simba and Kimba's fathers come to them as a vision in the moon.
Yes! She said it! I knew it was coming! And I was right! That's the exact phrase! I was right! I called it! I literally fucking said this shit! Image in the shitty YouTube video. This is why she believes that! Perhaps this low-reg image in the shitty YouTube video she sourced is what confused her? It kind of looks like a moon here, I guess. That's literally what I was saying! Oh no!
Numerous instances of nearly identical cinematic and artistic expression in the films. Even to the point where both Simba and Kimba's fathers come to them as a vision in the moon. Now,
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about and you're doing a TED Talk!
Now, what is the moral of these stories that I've told you? Well, one of them I would suggest to you.
Oh no! Oh no! I gotta record more on this person.
Different from the moral in the law.
Oh my God!
Intellectual property law should not be the law of the jungle. And especially poor creators make contributions to our shared culture but can't make a decent living from that work. And that brings me to the third and final story. Oxfam International, a group of...
Okay, she's done talking about the Lion King, I guess. She fucking did it! She fucking... This has been like at least the third assumption that I've had about something in this Kimba review that I've just been proven completely right about. Like, it's probably this is what's happening, right? This is the only reasonable explanation, right? And then I get solid proof that that is the case, which is just the funniest fucking shit. Holy fucking Christ. What happened? That's fucking ridiculous. My God. This is just the most fucking stupid bullshit controversy. It's a conspiracy. It's literally a conspiracy at this point. Because nobody's done their own research. It's like... I had no idea I would have stumbled into this bullshit. Ugh. We're only a couple weeks away from the video being done too, but holy fucking Christ. It's the most stupid fucking bullshit. Everyone's wrong. Everyone's wrong. All right, here we are. This was what I was looking for. Was this quote in the Hollywood? This is what started me searching up the articles with Sundar in it, which led me to that TED Talk, which is, I'm glad I found that. Yeah, so the Hollywood Reporter is parroting what she's saying, that Tezuka's shit would have been aired on TV frequently at the same time. Right, so that's what I was looking for. Because I'm about to basically point out, like, okay, well, every other place on the internet that says that it was airing at the same time just points back to you. And you're the one that made this claim, and this claim is literally not true. So, like, that's why I bought your book, and that's why you're now an embarrassment. Fucking Christ. Holy shit. Now I gotta talk about her TED Talk. Oh, literally, as soon as the TED Talk started, I was like, is she gonna say that Mufasa showed up in a moon? And she did it. She did it, and she used the exact fucking clip that I that I claimed her to, like, have mistaken. She hasn't watched the movie. I will put it in the video. Yeah, this is all just very embarrassing for everybody. This is embarrassing for, like, everybody that's covered this fucking controversy. Am I gonna post that clip on Twitter? No, I'm gonna post it in my fucking video. Wait for the fucking video to be out, you know? This might be really I was right! It's not in the moon, man! It's not in the moon, bitch! Sorry, that was... Shouldn't say bitch. Holy fuck. I mean that as a gender-neutral term. She literally, in her TED Talk, is using the... oh my god! You went to your TED Talk with frames from a 2008 YouTube video made by fucking God knows who to make your statements about Kimba and the Lion King, and this video can't even get there. I've already pointed out that video couldn't even get their facts right. Holy God. She's just saying what other people have said.
Even to the point where both Simba and Kimba's fathers come to them as a vision in the moon. Now,
that's literally... You took a still frame from a YouTube video without watching either of the properties. Like, what the fuck?
now,
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't.
Wait, what did she say the message of the Lion King was?
Yeah, I know, right? She did say it. She made a really weird comparison here.
well, one of them, I would suggest to you, ironically, isn't all that different from the moral in The Lion King itself. Intellectual property law should not be the law of the jungle. We don't want a free culture where the richest and the strongest take freely from those who are poor and weak.
That has nothing to do with the morals of the Lion King. The Lion King did not touch on fucking intellectual property or taking from the poor and weak, honestly. Even. Like, you'd have a better chance tying that into, like, the Robin Hood movie from Disney or some shit. The Lion King didn't... You just said law of the jungle as if that had anything to do with what was happening thematically in The Lion King. Clearly you haven't watched The Lion King if you think Mufasa showed up in a fucking moon. What the fuck? In the first... This is all just so embarrassing for everybody. This is just fucking awful. All of this is just so bad. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. It pisses me off. I'm not even, like, 30. I don't have any, like, real post-secondary education. Why haven't any of you done your research? Why am I debunking everything that you've said? What's funny is I now know more about the history of Kimba than the Kimba fans that have made these videos. It's like, you're a fan. You should know this shit. You like the show. I don't even like the show. Mufasa does not go to the moon in The Lion King. He shows up in the clouds. He's never in the moon in The Lion King. He's literally not in the moon in The Lion King. Trust me, I fucking watched The Lion King like 200 fucking times! Trust me, okay?
Thanks for watching, guys. Let me shout out my $5 and up patrons: Lemonade Warrior, Alex Lonsborough, Brandon Stuper, Mechadong, Pit Wang, Rasmus, Tequila Cinema, and Chad Gloria. Take care.